Hey, so what was my calling or my purpose in 2026? Well, I'm here to tell you it was for me to just press record on this phone. Now, I went back and forth with it. I said, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? But I want to relate to at least one person. I want to reach one person that needs to listen, that needs to learn about Jesus Christ. And to learn about Jesus Christ is not only to get into his word, the Bible, but to break out of our little human, little human existence, right? This walk that we're, just going about our daily life, right? When we realize there's something we need, there's someone that we need. We just can't put our finger on it, right? We can't, we might not even know what that looks like, right? So this year's different for me. Even before January 1st, it was like, it feels different, right? It's looking different. This is new territory. And yeah, that's my favorite. Well, I had cats in the past, and those two I raised as kittens, and they were their own special. But her, she I have a short where I didn't even, my first time making a short, but it was a little skit, a little clip of me just sitting with her. And if you go back and watch, she's hysterical. She's just special all around. She has a way about her. She it's like I have this conversation, this connection with animals, that dogs too, but mainly cats. Shout out to all you cat lovers out there and animal lovers. But yeah, it's something I can feel. It's almost like something I can touch. It's that thick. And in my prayer time and in my Bible reading, and just in everyday life, right? In everyday life, I ponder like what, and I don't think I'm alone. And let me know. That's the point too of me making this community and sharing and connecting with even just that one person. But let me know, like, if when this happened to you, if it happened to you, how it happened, what circumstances surrounded it. Let me know in the comments, and I will protect these comments. This is a safe area for you to share testimony or ask for prayer. Uh, things that are on your heart, things you want to learn, ask. I will do my best to help you. So, what am I supposed to do in 2026? Like, how am I supposed to share the kingdom of God, be open and vulnerable to share my own personal experiences in my life, and to welcome in people I've never met, people I may never meet, I do hope to meet some of you. Maybe one day. You never know. But this internet wasn't always the goal wasn't for the internet to be 100% bad thing. This YouTube, for instance, I looked at it like, wow, this is really a way for anyone, any age, to connect. And this is what I'm supposed to do. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. He put the okay on it. He guided me and advised me of what would be the point, right? What's the goal? Um, who am I, right? Who am I? I'm just someone that's living life with Jesus, and I want to just shout it out. I want to, and previous videos of mine, and I say this because any one of my previous videos that you haven't seen could be the most important one that you should see. And Jesus is growing this channel. I have given it to him. If it blows up, if it that's just a added blessing. If and when I get bigger, that's an absolute blessing. That's glory to him. It's all glory to him. But me hitting record from the first day, and I know this it might only resonate to one person. From the first time I hit record, March 1st, this year, no script. I just have a title. I put my title on a piece of paper. I've written notes down and different ideas. And then I just go off on, just like we're sitting over dinner. We're sitting over lunch. We're just sitting over a cup of coffee or tea or your favorite beverage. And we're just sharing thoughts. And I know you can talk to the TV. I sometimes talk to the TV. And reply back to who I'm listening to. But I just make it fun. Like I just, like I'm sitting there by myself, right? I have my cat, and I'm not talking to anybody. Or I'll be doing dishes with a video on. One of my favorite one of my favorite YouTube creators, and I'll laugh along with it, or I'll be like, oh yeah, that was good. And it's as if that person is sitting right there. And that's how I pray too, by the way. I could pray anywhere. When you think of it, like now I'm learning, so I don't forget something, I write it down. I have a notebook or I have a pad. I write it down. But, it's chilly out. It's like, it goes from 80 last week or the week before to overnight 32, 36, and now today is 61. I have 2 windows open, and it's not breezy, but it's chilly. What a chilly springtime we're in, right? Yeah, almost the end of April. But yes, to share Jesus. I talk about Jesus because before 1998, I was a mess. I was lost. I was confused. I was broken. And yeah, I mean, we all we all start out that way, right? We without him as our compass, like, my anchor, my compass, my everything, my guide, my provider, my comforter, my listener. He listens. He hears everything. He sees everything. He listens. He cares. Unconditional love is all he can do, and it's all he is. He is the perfect form, but he's above. He's all knowing. He is the creator. He's the beginning and the end. He's the Alpha and the Omega. He is then and now and always, and he never changes. He can't change. He is who he is. So for me to hit record, he gave me the strength. He's given me the content. I call it his download. And that's how, if it's not every day, I mean, I can't say it's every single day, but there's always something, even if I don't even realize or notice it. So hitting record, and I'll probably start doing walks, because it's a little chilly out today for a walk, but I'll probably start doing walks. I've done one outside. I did my first one outside. Go check that one out. Actually, it's coming out. Yeah, it's not out yet. I record and then I schedule. So you might not see the video on the day I made it. So yes, the one that I did outside will be coming out May 1st. So by the time you see this, yes, it's already out. I don't mean to confuse anyone. I that's me off script, no script. This is just me, right? So he gives me all that I need. He will give you all that you need. If you don't know him, let's say you just don't know, you don't believe. All you have to do is the smallest prayer. God, help my unbelief. God, show me who you are. God, help me. Any or all those, together or separate. If you are willing and serious and you really have come to the point where, you're looking at your life, right? And you're saying, whatever age you are, we don't know. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. We're not guaranteed to live 80 years. There's no guarantee. And to me, age is just a number. Like, I could have 10 years left, 20 years left. Do it today. Hit record today. Talk about your favorite things. Talk about something that you can teach. Something that inside and out that you can teach. You can paint. You can do art. You can, like, as long as it's within YouTube guidelines. You can talk about. I see a lot of people, and it's not saturated. It's not saturated. I mean, it's every person has their voice, and every person has their viewpoint, right? So every person has something to give, and you could be a mom, you could be a caregiver, you could be someone with a job, someone without a job, you could be young, you could be older, you could be a makeup artist and show people how to do makeup, you can cook, you can go for walks, and you can share what your hobbies are. You know, you like to travel, you could show your travels. Uh, just really, really shut everything down. What I've done, shut everything down, shut the TV off, shut everything off, mute everything that can be muted, and think about, even if you do, just do it for a hobby. Um, I thought, what can I do on the side? What can I do to help people? This is really like, and I hope that whoever finds this video, right? If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I suggest them because there could be one person that clicks on one of my videos randomly, and it could lead them to ask Christ into their life. And is my biggest, that would be my biggest answered prayer. What I'm aiming to do is teach people. Now, I mentioned if you don't believe, just ask. Help my unbelief. God, help me. God, show me who you are. And don't tell anybody. I've been hearing this a lot, and even in past months, past years, don't tell anyone. Nobody. If you have a plan, if you had a personal dream, if you are thinking about a career change or a physical move, and if you, yeah, use discernment. If you can trust family with, yeah, I'm going to move, that probably be, yeah, share it with them. But stay quiet with a prayer, a dream, or anything that's connected with something that you believe God gave you and shared with you. So, for example, I did not tell anybody. I told one person and only one person. And then they were allowed to tell just two people. The organic way that my channel will grow is through God. Organic. I'm not telling this one, that one, I'm not. So don't tell anybody. And you, if you journal, you write notes, write it down. Anything that any idea that comes to you. And now this is for people that want to press record. If you thought about it, if it was just a quick thought came in and out, you haven't thought about it since. If this resonates right now with you, and wow, you feel it, right? Get out your camera, your phone. Everyone right now uses a phone, right? Mostly. Other people use a real camera. I use what's behind me, my laptop, and it's connected. It's connected with the Ethernet, but if I wanted to take it and use the Wi-Fi in my living room or my bedroom, but I usually stay here in my office, and I use that laptop, and I just record through uh, a program that I use there. Just do it. And I don't like to point out a Nike, you know, the old Nike commercial. But when we think about that, that's a memory that, there's commercials that stay in our head, right? There's jingles and song. That's great advertising, right? Well, we are our own great advertiser because we're advertising something. And if we can teach somebody, or just people that have nobody around, right? There's so many, like I think of a tree with the branches, and my thought process just, oh, I thought of this, and then I don't say it all the time, but oh, squirrel, oh, what was I saying? Oh, and I stopped saying, oh, that's because I'm old, or I'm getting old. No, to me, age is a number. It's just a number. It's it's all up here. Everything starts in our mind. That's where Satan attacks us first. But God attacks us in our heart. He is our heart attack because he speaks. He doesn't attack, but just a phrase I used just now. He speaks to our heart, but he changes and reforms our mind, renews our mind. So he tugs on our heart, and then he speaks and connects to our mind, and he brings about change, direction, purpose. He brings out who you're supposed to be. And it gets me so excited because where I was, and I've spoken about that in previous videos, where I was, even people that knew me for a really long time, they're like, what happened to you? And in my last video that I just did that's coming out, it's life before Jesus and life after Jesus. People don't, that's the thing. The world, people that aren't connected to Jesus, they can't recognize like who we are and what we're bringing to the table, how we talk and how we walk and how we look and why we're smiling and why we're like, they can't relate to that. And that's why they don't like it, because they don't understand it. We're kind of like, I don't know about that when we don't understand something. But if we all just gave each person a chance, we don't have to love each other, like each other. We don't have to be best friends. We should love each person, yes. Love one another, respect one another, show concern, right? You can be born with empathy, but you have to really walk it out. You can learn about it, and he can give it to you. He can give and do anything and everything. So I'll end it here. Please like. If this resonated with you, if you really heard me and you're like, wow, I should hit record, write things down. You don't have to have a script. You don't have to look you think, take perfection out of it. Yeah, look presentable, right? I mean, I'm very minimal. Believe me, I don't buy makeup, and it's better for my skin. I use a wash that I got from the St. Ives company, and I wish I had found it years ago because it's cleared up my face, my skin. I don't wear makeup. I barely ever wear mascara or anything on my mouth. I just money and what's in the stuff, right? So he'll make you more concerned, he'll make you more aware. He will put you on solid ground. Ask him to come into your life. Get a Bible. I do suggest King James. It's my favorite. Um, it's I personally don't like to dabble into how man made all these other translations. It's King James was the main one, so I gravitate toward that. But it's step by step. It does things can happen overnight, but I quit having expectations for anything a while ago. And as much as I grow, the more and more that I grow, it's not that I don't care. I focus on the more important things. I focus on things that are meaningful. I put my energy into things that are important. What's what do I prioritize? I prioritize reading my Bible. I'm going through it the second time, Bible in a year. And yeah, I said I was going to end. Sorry. I hope you're still here. I really, really would love you to share in the comments if this touched you, if this encouraged you. I do ask you to like so it'll get out to more people. I'm just here to share and help and encourage and guide and maybe make you laugh, right? I do that too sometimes. But I hope to see you on the next one. And let me know. Let me know if you're planning, only if you want to. Let me know if you're planning on hitting record. Until then, bye for now.